Hello, this is Harry Paden. I am the host of Paden's Pulpit. This is season 1, episode 7, and it's on the International Day of the Woman. During Women's History Month, I thought it not robbery to bring information on today. So during Black History Month, I dedicate this episode of Paden's Pulpit to International Women's Day, which is celebrated annually every year on March the 8th. Today is March the 8th, and it's a day that commemorates the social, political, cultural, and economic achievements of women. I'll say it again. It celebrates the social, the political, the cultural, and economic achievements of women. This is not just an American celebration. Women in different parts of the world use this day to come together to celebrate one another and rally for equal treatment and representation. The day also marks a call to action for accelerating women's equality. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Again, the theme for this year's International Women's Day is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. This year's campaign is represented by the hashtag. If you want to hashtag something regarding today being International Women's Day, use the hashtag Break the Bias. Hashtag Break the Bias. B-I-A-S is the last part. Break the Bias. Hashtag. And this hashtag and this day calls for people, including men, to work towards a day that is equitable, inclusive, and free from bias and discrimination on the playing field and level for women moving forward. The colors which symbolize International Women's Day: purple, green. Right now I can't see it, but I have on green shoes and green socks and white. Now these colors have symbolizations. Purple symbolizes justice and dignity. Purple signifies justice and dignity. Green symbolizes hope. White represents purity. Take that with a grain of salt because we know the racism behind that whole thought process. But we'll just say that white, the color white, just the color, not the race, represents purity, because at one time it was, if you're white, you're pure. You know, that whole thing. That's not for me to get into here. But albeit that is still a controversy. But even today, the average woman, regardless of the level of the job, low, middle, or high, only makes 77 cents for every dollar made by men, 33 cents difference. In other words, if a man and a woman were doing the same job, on average, the woman would get paid 33 cents per dollar less than a man, simply because she's a woman. And that's why we're saying we need to break that cycle. It's time to amend the Constitution that says all men are created equal, and it needs to be amended to say all men and women are created equal. Now to end. What can you do? Certainly celebrate women's achievement. We have so many, I can't do it in a 5-minute podcast, but certainly celebrate women's achievement. This month is dedicated to that, but every day should be like Women's History Month, just like Black History Month. Also, raise awareness about women's equality. Speak on it, speak on it, speak on it. Not just women, men and women. And lobby for accelerated gender equality. Put your politicians' feet to the fire. First thing you do is check how much women are getting paid in his or her office. And also fundraise, very important, for female-focused charities. I'm a man, but women should be equal. Why? Why, baby? Doesn't affect, yes it does, Black, but it doesn't affect you, baby. It affects me because I have daughters, granddaughters, great-granddaughters, nieces, my mother, dear departed mother. Women should be paid equal to men. I've worked with women, and certainly I know women are capable of doing any job. I'll end this podcast by quoting from a poem by William Ross Wallace. William Ross Wallace. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. Obviously, someone didn't get that memo. Happy International Day of the Women. The fight for gender equality is on 24/7. God bless the women. To God.